So today I want you to go from putting it off to getting it done. Yes, we can do this, we can do this. All right, so we'll talk about why getting certified is so good for you, the different kinds of certification, the documents you'll need, some of which are here today, and then the link to get started right here, and then tips on marketing and how to build your pipeline for new business. So this is Joyce Scott, and she changed my life when she presented at Rise Austin in 2010. She's like, this is what government contracting is, and you can do it. And I wanted to honor her today, and her company, Superb Speaker. She's still doing this. She is still doing this, and I bet you if you called her up, she'd be like, here's the tips that I have for you. She has gotten millions in government contracts. She's incredible, and I can't say enough good things about this person. She's just so positive and open, and it's just like, I don't know where she get these. And I'm like, wow, okay. So I just wanted to honor her, and the one thing that she said, which I really remember hardcore, is it's all about relationships. So if it wasn't for Joyce, I wouldn't be here right now, and my business would be a lot poorer. So what does the government buy? We buy everything! And who says this? Lee Fleming of Multnomah County. They buy everything. He says this at every OWAMI meeting. So all of these things, they buy all of these things. You're so smart for being here today. You're so smart because they have internal goals. They have internal goals that they want to meet. So the Port of Portland, for example, wants to get 16% of contracts from minority-owned, women-owned, and service-disabled veterans and emerging small businesses. So that's you. So that's just one little tiny piece of the giant government pie. They have internal goals they want to meet. You can help them. You're also really smart because they do direct awards. Direct awards are, they don't have to ask anyone else for a quote, they just give you the money. So Multnomah County will give you up to $10,000 without even getting another quote from anyone else. City of Portland 5, Oregon Metro up to 10, and actually up to 50 for certified minority-owned, women-owned small businesses, and that's why certification. If you're not certified, they're like, oh, I wish we could give you this contract, but we can't. The next thing is intermediate contracts. So from 10,000 to 150,000, all they have to do is get 3 bids. So you get up to 150,000. With Multnomah County, City of Portland is 100, and then Oregon Metro is 150. So this is pretty significant money. And then finally, they have, yes, it's a baby throwing money out the window. I thought she'd like that. It's like, take my money!
You got so much money.
I know, just take it. Intermediate contracts, I don't even have any ambition beyond that, honestly. But if you wanted to get over 100 or 150,000, there's this thing called a formal procurement, which they then have to put out on the internet, and everyone can see it, and then now a bunch of people bid on it. So,
Rosemary, you're going to send us this too, right?
Oh yes. Yeah. Oh, you're getting this. Yeah. Your driver's license from Bananaville, your license number too cool for you, and then 3 years of taxes, your resume, your office space rent, or you have a home office, so just your rental agreement, whatever. That's where I work. Determine how much you're paid per month. Ooh. $2,000, $3,000, whatever. If you're not giving yourself like a paycheck right now, then just kind of make it up. That's what I do. Get a business bank account if you already have one. Who here doesn't have one? Awesome. You don't? Oh, yeah. But you bought this business.
Right.
Don't they have an account?
It's a long story.
It's a long story. Okay, yeah. So you don't have one yet?
Yeah.
Okay. But you are registered with the state?
Yes.
Great, okay, then you'll still be able to take advantage of everything, okay?
Sure.
Then once you have your business bank account, you take a pic of your business debit card, and you can upload it. Then you register your business and use your articles of organization from the State of Oregon website. So this is the home page. This is the DBE, but it's basically the same, and actually it's a little bit less complicated than the MWESB certification. So M stands for minority, W stands for women, ESB stands for emerging small business. And so I got my woman-owned emerging small business certification in 2014. I got super happy. I'm like, oh boy, I got it. And then I got contracts pretty quickly after that. So I didn't get my DBE, however, which is Disadvantaged Business Enterprise, so this is the front of that, basically. But it's basically the same stuff. It's like your email, the company type that you are. I didn't think getting DBE was super important, but according to Lee Fleming, Multnomah County, it is important. DBE, and that's the one that I'm working on right now. So DBE is Disadvantaged Business Enterprise. To get this, you need this, which is what you need for everything, the affidavit of certification, which is that I am saying that I am female, or I am Asian Pacific American, or whatever, and then I further certify that my personal net worth does not exceed 1.32 million.
Not yet.
Not yet. Ability requirements. Is your firm at least 51% owned by an economically disadvantaged person? Yep. Is the disadvantaged owner a U.S. citizen? Uh-huh. Is your firm a small business that meets a SBA size standard, not to exceed 23 million? Poor me, I don't have 23 million annual sales. So disadvantaged. Are you for profit? Damn right it is. Does your personal net worth exceed 1.32 million with regulatory exclusions? I just checked and I'm still not a millionaire, so yes. Do I manage the firm? Yeah. Is your firm located in Oregon? Yes. Does the qualifying individual hold necessary professional licenses? I don't need a license, or yes. So obviously you need a license to do interior design. I think most of the other people here don't need a license, so we're good to go on that.
So this is a
Oh yes, would you like that?
Yes.
Yes. Sorry, I just didn't feel like most people would want that. But yeah, I have enough for everybody. That's
Oh, yes, okay.
that's for the personal net worth statement that it does need to be notarized. We do have a notary coming today at 12. So there's two things she will notarize for you. One is the affidavit of certification, and one is the personal net worth statement. But even if you just get one done today, you could easily get this one done because it's like two things. Once you start, you're going to get an email with a link to continue your application. Now you have 30 days to complete it. So hope it's been 30 days since you started it.
Okay, so check the one to start the application process. Okay.
If you don't have your articles of organization, and I forgot where mine were, you can get them on the State of Oregon website. And I'll show you how I found that. I just put in State of Oregon Business Lookup. That was super easy. So these are some things that I've already told some of you, but just in case you don't know, if you want more government contracts, put your certification number on your site. More testimonials with photos about the benefits of working with you, as you've already heard me say, probably 100 times. Articulating who you work best with and making your site focus only on your best customers, have a better contact page, make a clear path for people to buy. You have to, if you want Multnomah County contacts, register on the Multnomah County Marketplace, which I took about 3 months to do, but I did do.
Multnomah County.
Yeah, it's Multnomah County portal. They put this together in June and launched it in June. It's brand new. It's basically just putting in your business info, your tax ID number, your certification number, and list of things that you supply, essentially. Just like if you supply training like I do, then
So just Google.
Google Multnomah County portal, yeah, and you'll Multco Marketplace. And then City of Portland also has Buy Speed, which is, bless you.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's another one you can register with.
So when you register and then they reach out to you and say, here's a thing that you might be interested in providing.
Yeah, you basically, once you are put your certification number in, then you can like add this, you know, this is something that will give you emails that will tell you something is matched when you're, when you put in your, basically what they call your commodity codes, or list of commodities that you supply. So I did that, and now I get emails. Sorry, what?
We're gonna get this.
Yes, you're gonna get the
slideshow,
yes, you
right?
are totally
Okay.
getting it. Yeah,
So-
yeah. So here is a search result from Oregon Procurement Search. You'll actually be able to see what the qualifications are and if you in fact want to go after this. So I put in marketing, and I found Prosper Portland. They're doing a website redesign. I was like, cool. I could pass this on to somebody I know. A lot of times I just get emails from my friends saying, hey, did you see this? You should do this. which is nice. And then they have a contact in person right there. You can call or email and say, hey, do you think I should apply for this? So that's something to think about. And even if you miss their pre-proposal meeting, they'll either say mandatory or voluntary. So this is a voluntary pre-proposal meeting to attend. So don't worry about that. That just helps you answer questions about it. And so, October 26th, not 24th. Come with me, meet these wonderful people. Some of you already know them. This is Lee from the county. This is Tiffany from the city. This is Kimberly of the port. I think everybody here's met Rico of Metro. That's why I didn't put her picture, because everyone's met her. So these are the people that I think you would gain a lot by meeting at Owami. This is where I met them. And now we hang out. It's pretty cool. So people like doing business with their friends. So if you can be friendly with these people, they can help you know about certain
Friday mornings.
It's the last Friday of the month usually. It's the 26th. So other events you can go to, the Metro and Multnomah County Open House in February at the Convention Center, Owami Trade Show in May. You can meet a whole bunch of government people from all over the state.
That was really good.
Wasn't that good?
We've gone the last 2 years, and we always walk out with.
Yeah, it's in May. It's in May, so if you get on the Owami mailing list, you'll get notification of when it is next.
What was that?
It's the Owami Trade Show. And basically, you can meet all the government people.
There's also Governor's Row Show.
Yes, and that's actually,
Coming.
yeah, that's coming up. Med Week is in September, that just happened. And then BDI Breakfast. So Lee Fleming puts both of these on, and this is me presenting at BDI Breakfast a couple of years ago now. So anyway, point is that happens at Multnomah County. This happened downtown at a really nice hotel at the end of September. And what they did was they had a person there from a Prime, which was like a construction company, and they had 3 people go in and tell him, here's what my firm is capable of. Which was pretty neat, actually.
Yeah.
Because you could see, okay, here's how they're conveying themselves, and then here's how we can do it. And then we just got to network, which was pretty fun too, and a lot of government people there as well. So, Med Week was, Lee had been telling me to go for years, and I never went, but it was actually pretty good. I heard this most incredible speaker, this guy called Hussein, and I forget his last name, but he has this company called The Printery. And The Printery...
I've been to his company, I've bought from him.
Right? So you know, he's like a refugee from a camp in Saudi Arabia, and he just said, you know, my dad's an artist, and how we escaped this refugee camp because he was making paintings, and I took his legacy and I started to make t-shirts. And now he gives back to IRCO, which is Immigrant Refugee Coalition organization. So, you want to create materials specifically for government. So, with your number when you get it, as well as your previous projects and results. So, Joyce Scott is still doing this. I looked her up like last night. I put her in. It's all about relationships. So having this when you go to the trade show is good, but then following up and saying, let's get coffee, is how you get these contracts. So I did make a postcard, even just like a flyer with your who you are and the stuff you've done, and then your COVID number to give to people at events. It doesn't have to be fancy unless you want it to be. This is how you can fill your pipeline, though I will say the best way to fill your pipeline is just like Joyce Scott says, go to events, go to events, go to events, and meet people. And that's how you're going to get the contracts. Because if you're friendly with them, then they're going to want to be friendly with you. And they'll be like, hey, maybe I have something for you. For me, I'm just a really tiny business. Like, I'm minuscule. On the scale of the money they give away, oh my God, billions and billions of dollars. Multnomah County alone has billions in their procurement budget. Literally. So giving you a direct award of $5,000 doesn't even make a dent for them.
And then once we submit the application, and she told us this when we met with her, but I just wanted to see if anybody else knows the answer. Then she told us we could start applying for some of these projects before we're actually certified.
Well, if she told you that, then believe her.
Yeah. Do they give you a number or anything once you submit that you're
No, you have to wait for your official letter to get your number.
get your number? Okay.
Yeah.
There is an application number.
There is an application number, but that's not the same thing. And yet that I would
But that
not put
might
that
be-
in as your COVID number, certification number.
No.
No.
Okay.
No, my
Well, we
COVID
did
certification
it.
number is like 8347. It's like,
Yeah.
it's a little tiny number.
Yeah, cause she told us any of them, that once you are
Apply.
submitted,
Then just say, you know, certification forthcoming or certification expected, you know, by 2019 or whatever. But I'm sure you could get it by the end of the year. They, apparently, I called her yesterday, they are caught up. They are much less busy than they were. They just did a COVID certification workshop for Prosper Portland last week. And I thought they didn't have time to do these. And she's like, guess what, they do. I'm like, oh, great, that's excellent, I'm glad, you know? So, yeah. So Owami's e-newsletter is usually actually a PDF, which is a little weird.
oh no, I get that.
Yeah,
I just never looked at it.
yeah, you don't look at it, right, because it's PDF. But they will have links in there to sign up for events. So Owami is good. Another one that I use is called, I look at the Prosper Portland website as well. And once you get certified, but even if before you get certified, if you are a minority-owned business specifically, you can get listed on the Prosper Portland website. Not if you're woman-owned though, just minority-owned. So they have 200 businesses listed on there right now, and about 10% of them are certified. But they want to get more, which is why they had the workshop last week. So that's what they told me in June. I think it's a wonderful thing. They rebranded PDC, Portland Development Commission, as Prosper Portland, and they're trying to be more inclusive and give more opportunities to minority-owned businesses, which is pretty cool. So, yeah.
Once we put together our little flyer,
Yeah.
can we send it to you with the details?
Yes, and you know what? Someone's already done that. I've already looked over someone else's flyer. Yeah, Helen Evie sent me hers, and she's like, "What do you think of this?" I'm like, "Change this and that." And she's like, "Cool." And we did it. Yeah, I will totally be happy to look at your flyer. And basically, yeah, once you get your certification number, before you have it, say certification expected, and then put on your previous contracts or previous projects, or even if you have upcoming workshops, a listing of those, so people can come get a taste of you. Info of people in case you have more questions. So Jesse and Carrie, and they answer their phones. They do. You can also leave them a message. And I'm sorry this looks like this, but it's a link, and this is kind of what links look like in this. But it's jessie.flores@oregon.gov, and her name is the same as carrie.baxendall@oregon.gov. So yeah, and if you didn't go to my newsletter workshop yet, you can totally come to that on December 10th. It's from 12 to 2 at Metro, and there will be food, free food. If you want to go, you can come. And we have 15 minutes before the lady gets here, so also, the end of the slides have a bigger listing of more resources. So this is the one that Ruth Miles recommended, business.oregon.gov, orcobid.com, which is also at the top of your checklist here, orcobid.com. Multnomah County is how to do business in Multnomah County. Metro is how Metro works with contracting opportunities. City of Portland this is actually a lot more confusing. City of Portland is quite confusing to figure out how to do business with them. I haven't cracked that nut. But get to know Tiffany, you never know. Could be good. Port of Portland, it's small business section of their website. Doing business with the port, you click on vendors, you'll be called a quote-unquote vendor. So I feel like the people that make it easiest are these two. But these are also people that I know the best, so what do I know?
Well, they made it easy for you.
They made it easy for me. They did.